Have you ever wondered why some people can bounce back from failure while others seem to give up? Imagine a man, let's call him John. John was an aspiring entrepreneur. His first venture, a tech startup, fizzled out within a year. A second attempt at a different business met the same fate. 2 failures back to back. To some, this would be a sign to stop, but not for John. You see, John understood something fundamental: the power of change. He knew that setbacks were not stop signs, but merely detours on the path to success. John didn't just dwell on his failures, he reflected on them. He dissected the why and how of his defeats, gaining insights that would be invaluable for his future endeavors. John's mindset was unshakable. He saw failure not as a dead end, but a stepping stone to success. He saw each setback as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to change. He embraced change, not out of desperation, but with determination. His habits mirrored this mindset. He was disciplined, persistent, and patient. He woke up every day with a hunger to improve, a thirst to learn. He read books, attended seminars, sought mentors. Every day, he worked on becoming a better version of himself. Actions speak louder than words, and John's actions were a testament to his resilience. He took his learnings from his past failures and applied them to his next venture. He adapted his business strategy, refined his approach, and worked tirelessly to make his dream a reality. And you know what? He did it. John's third venture was a resounding success. It was the culmination of his resilience, his mindset, his habits, and his actions. This was not a stroke of luck, but a testament to the power of change. John's story is not unique. It's the story of countless individuals who have faced adversity, persevered, and ultimately succeeded. It's proof that failure is not the end, but merely a stepping stone towards success. So remember this: the power to change lies within us, waiting to be harnessed. Did you know that about 40% of our daily actions are not decisions but habits? Interesting, right? Now let's dive into the intriguing world of habits and their psychology. Picture this: you're driving home from work and suddenly you find yourself parked in your driveway without any conscious memory of the journey. That, my friends, is the power of habit at work. Habits form when our brain takes a sequence of actions and bundles them into an automatic routine. This process is called chunking, and it's central to how habits form. Let's say every morning you wake up, brush your teeth, and then grab a cup of coffee. Over time, this sequence becomes a habit, and you find yourself going through these motions without even thinking about it. Now, let's introduce a concept called the habit loop. It's a 3-step process that all habits follow. First, there's a cue, something that triggers the habit. In our earlier example, waking up is the cue. Then there's the routine, which is the behavior itself, like brushing your teeth and drinking coffee. Finally, there's the reward, something that your brain likes that helps it remember the habit in the future. In this case, the reward might be the refreshing feeling of clean teeth or the caffeine boost from the coffee. But what if we want to change a habit? Here's where it gets interesting. The key is to keep the cue and the reward the same, but change the routine. For instance, if you want to cut down on coffee, you could substitute it with a healthy smoothie. You'd still get a refreshing morning boost, but without the caffeine. Remember, habits aren't destiny. They might be deeply ingrained, but they're not unchangeable. It's like a river carving a path through a mountain. It takes time and consistent effort, but eventually it forges a new route. Change might be challenging, but with understanding and application, we can transform our habits. Well, what if I told you that your mindset can be the difference between success and failure? Quite a statement, isn't it? But it's not just a catchy phrase. It's a psychological fact supported by decades of research. Let's delve into 2 fundamental types of mindsets: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Picture yourself standing at a fork in the road. One path represents the fixed mindset, the belief that your abilities are set in stone. The other path represents the growth mindset, the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Imagine an aspiring pianist with a fixed mindset. They believe they're either born with musical talent or they're not. Every mistake becomes a reflection of their inherent abilities, and setbacks are seen as failures rather than opportunities for growth. They might give up thinking, "I'm just not cut out for this." Now consider a pianist with a growth mindset. They understand that mastery takes time. They see every wrong note as a chance to learn, every challenge as a stepping stone towards improvement. They embrace their failures, knowing that every setback is a setup for a comeback. They persevere, thinking, "I might not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday." The power of mindset doesn't stop at personal growth. It permeates every aspect of our lives, from our relationships to our careers and even our physical health. A growth mindset encourages us to embrace challenges, to persist in the face of setbacks, to see effort as the path to mastery. It allows us to view criticism not as a personal attack, but as constructive feedback. It teaches us that our potential is not predetermined, but something we can shape and grow. In conclusion, a growth mindset is not just about effort, it's about learning, developing, and embracing challenges. It's about understanding that we are all works in progress and that every day presents a new opportunity for growth. So ask yourself this: which path will you choose at the fork in the road? Can you imagine a ship sailing without a destination? Just as a ship needs a destination to chart its course, we all need goals to guide our journey through life. Goals are the landmarks on our personal maps, the stars we navigate by. They set the direction for our lives and give us a sense of purpose. Consider this anecdote. Once upon a time, there was a man who had a dream to build a house. He didn't just wake up one day and start hammering nails into planks. He had a plan. He knew exactly what he wanted his house to look like, how many rooms it would have, and where each window would be. His goal was clear, specific, and measurable. And because of that, he was able to build his dream house. Goals work in much the same way. They provide us with a clear, specific, and measurable target to aim for. They give us something to strive towards, something to keep us motivated and focused, even when the going gets tough. Take the case of a professional athlete. They don't just aim to do their best, they set specific goals. They might aim to shave a few seconds off their personal best time or to increase their weightlifting capacity by a certain amount. These goals give them a clear target to aim for and a way to measure their progress. Goals are not just for the big things in life, like building a house or becoming a professional athlete. They're also for the everyday tasks and challenges that we all face. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving a relationship, or simply getting through a busy day, having a goal can provide direction and a sense of purpose. And it's not just about reaching the goal. The journey towards the goal is just as important. It's in the striving, the struggling, and the persevering that we grow and develop. We learn about ourselves, about what we're capable of, and about what truly matters to us. Goals give us direction. They lead us to our destination. How often do you find yourself dwelling on the past or worrying about the future? Picture this: a tightrope walker balancing on a slender cord high above the ground. This daring performer doesn't dwell on the steps he's taken, nor does he worry about the steps to come. Instead, he focuses on the present, the here and now, because that's where the magic happens. This is the essence of mindfulness, living in the present moment. Mindfulness is a state of active, open attention to the present. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without judging whether they are right or wrong. It's not about erasing the past or ignoring the future, but rather understanding that the only time we truly have is the present. So what does mindfulness bring to the table? Let's explore some of its benefits through anecdotes. Consider the story of a violinist who was struggling with stage fright. She was always worried about the notes she might miss, the strings that might break. But then she discovered mindfulness. By focusing on the present moment, she was able to tune out her fears and focus on the music. The result? A performance that was not only flawless but also deeply moving. Or think about the busy executive constantly juggling meetings, emails, and deadlines. He was perpetually stressed, always thinking about the next task, the next meeting. But then he started practicing mindfulness. He started focusing on the task at hand, on the present moment. And what happened? His stress levels dramatically reduced, his focus improved, and he started enjoying his work more. Mindfulness doesn't just improve performance or reduce stress, it also increases happiness. When we're fully engaged in the present, we're not ruminating about the past or anxious about the future. We're living life as it is, enjoying the beauty of now. The present moment is all we have. Embrace it, live it, love it.